And after the count of three, please welcome to the stage, Leo J. 1, 2, 3, welcome to the stage, Leo J.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that. Got a bit awkward. I was expecting her to hand over a microphone. Didn't see that it was over here in the stand. I liked how you compared this to sport and comedy before. I now know what it feels like to be the fox in a fox hunt. Yeah, exactly. It just feels just like this. All right, let's start with a joke. That's what I'm in here, just before the interval. Remember, if you think this is a bit shit, just think, well, I'm going to have a drink in 4 minutes, so I'll just fucking let him get on with it. Yeah? I'll start with a joke. How many kids do you have to save a marriage? Apparently more than 4, because that's when my parents gave up. Yeah? Yeah. I am, like most people of my generation, a child of divorce. Being the youngest is normally a coveted position, isn't it? When you're in siblings, they're always jealous of the youngest. But when your parents are divorced, it just means you are the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah. My parents got to me, looked at each other, looked at me, looked at each other, and we're like, if this is the best we can do, I think we should try with other people. And that's exactly what they went and did. They both went off on their separate ways. My dad went down a crazy path. He ended up becoming a born-again Christian. You know what this is? This is when you have a midlife crisis but can't afford a sports car. So you turn to God. It's a little bit cheaper. So I went off to live with my mum and my stepdad, which is a fancy way of saying my mum's new boyfriend. And it is Francesca, isn't it? You got a stepdad? Yeah. You got 2? Okay, well, all right. Okay, thank you. Yeah, me too. And yeah, I went off, and he already had kids, so now instead of being the youngest of 4, I was now the youngest of 6, which means I had 2 older brothers and 3 older sisters. Now, those of you lucky enough to be an only child, an older brother is just another word for a bully. Yeah, someone who bullies you. But it's a little bit of a different take on the normal bullying, okay? Because they'll beat you up, but they won't steal your stuff, yeah? What they'll do is they'll beat you up and then they'll give you their old things, which is nicely called hand-me-downs. Are we familiar with hand-me-downs? It's quite nice, isn't it? It sounds better than old shite, which is basically exactly what it is, yeah? And then I've got 3 older sisters. Now, an older sister, that would be someone you can annoy just by existing. Your very presence is enough to piss them off. I mean, first of all, you've already stopped them from being the youngest, so just by being born, you've inconvenienced them. I remember one time, my sister came into the front room and just full of rage, just looked at me and went, "Oh, why are you even?" I was like, "Is there more? Are you just too angry to carry?" I don't know how to answer that. Is that literally the best we've got? I still don't know. Yeah, so I was raised by my mum and my stepdad. From where I learned all my parenting techniques. Yeah, my favourite technique that I see parents doing is when you'll see kids fighting and they'll run over and they'll go, "Smack, smack, don't hit," all right? Which is a weird way to deliver that lesson. Yeah, but fair play to my mum, she never hit us. Yeah, she's quite proud of that, all right? She never hit us, which is fair enough because she was more into the psychological telling her, you know, "I'm not angry, I'm just very disappointed." Yeah, all right, which leaves her probably thinking she's on the moral high ground. Because sure, I never got hit as a kid, but it does leave me doing comedy and telling jokes for 200 strangers because I'm so desperate for any approval, just off anybody. Please laugh at me, please. Yeah, all right, I forgot to start my stopwatch. Don't know how long I've been on for. Anyway, that's enough. I won't bitch about my family anymore because I want to spend a little bit of time bitching about my girlfriend. So we'll move on. Yeah, sorry, ladies, I am taken. I know you saw me walk on stage. I saw a few glances, all right? But no, I do have a girlfriend, and she's from the Philippines, all right? So last year we decided to go on holiday, all right? I say holiday because holidays are supposed to be fun and relaxing. She wanted us to go and see her family because I've never met them, which is kind of the opposite of fun and relaxing, isn't it? Yeah? Just stressful and boring, all right? People I've only met on the phone before. So I said to her, "You know what, babe? Seeing as we're going all that way to Asia," that's where the Philippines is, those of you who didn't know. "Well, seeing as we're going all that way to Asia, why don't we do something useful?" Probably shouldn't have said that. And go to China and see the big wall. Yeah, because they've got a big wall over there, all right? And spoiler alert, it's actually really big, all right? I mean, it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good to see. I was quite surprised. But there's also got a place in Beijing called the Forbidden City. Has anyone heard of this? Yeah, has anyone been? Yeah, it's shit, innit?